In Season 5, there was a lot of changes, especially to the SMG, so in today's video we're going to be going through the updated top 8 SMG loadouts. I should have a video on my channel already about the assault rifles, so if you want to check out the assault rifles after the update, go ahead and watch that video as well. But in today's video, we're going to be focusing on the SMGs. First of all, the Cold War Mp5 is definitely the best SMG right now. This thing is just incredible. Honestly, the mobility is high, the time to kill is insane, and it hasn't had a buff in the most recent update or a nerf. It's still the same as it was before, and before the update it was insane. So it's still insane, they haven't touched it, which is great. This, we're going to be using the Agency Suppressor, the Tiger Team Spotlight, the 50 round magazine, the Serpent Wrap, and then the Raider stock. The stock and the rear grip and then the laser are going to help with the mobility of the weapon. 50 bullets, and then the Agency Suppressor is mainly to help it be more accurate. You don't need a barrel. Literally the secret to making this class OP is no barrel. Try it out. Another weapon that didn't get touched is the Sten, which is great because the Sten was really good before and it hasn't had any nerfs. So the recoil booster and then the rapid barrel are both going to increase the fire rate. We're going to be going for the slate reflector and then the para stock, increasing the movement speed and the sprint fire time. We're then going to be using the strife angled underbarrel just to help increase the accuracy. The 50 round magazine with the subsonic ammo type, so whenever you shoot you stay off the minimap. Taped grip is going to boost the mobility up really nicely. And then we're going to be using acrobatic and fully loaded. The MP40 is definitely a lot more versatile in Season 5 because a lot of the really dominant SMGs like the Marco and the Blixen etc. have had a nerf, and the MP40 is definitely going to be seen a lot more. So for this you want to use the recoil booster, which is going to increase the fire rate, and then the short barrel increasing the damage. We're going to be going for the last optic here, which is the cleanest optic, or you can just use the slate reflector if you haven't got it that high of a level yet. We're then going to be using the removed stock to help increase the mobility, the hand stop underbarrel to increase the accuracy, and the 45 round magazine, increasing the ADS, the fire rate, the movement speed, and the recoil control. Subsonic ammo type again with the taped grip again as well, just increasing the mobility. We're then going to be using Perfectionist to help increase the recoil, and then Quick to finish it off. In the most recent update, the UGR had a very small buff, but the buff it did have does make a big difference. So basically, it's had an increase in its ammo capacity. It used to be 40, now it's 45. Those 45, those 5 extra bullets are gonna come in clutch, trust me. So we're going to be using the Guru Suppressor to help the accuracy, the Task Force Barrel, and then we're going to be using the Tiger Team Spotlight, the Serpent Wrap, and then the Spetnus Stock. You don't need to use a magazine on this one because the only magazine available is the explosive rounds, and the normal rounds are a lot better. Now the OTS is actually a really good option at the moment. It hasn't been used in a very long time. However, in the most recent update, with a lot of the big SMGs being nerfed, this SMG really does come to light a little bit, so you definitely want to try and give it a go again. For this one, we're going to be using the Gru Suppressor, the Task Force Barrel, the Tiger Team Spotlight with the 40 round fast magazine, and then to finish it off we're going to be using the Skeletal stock, and that is the full class setup. Super high mobility and great time to kill. The Type 100 has one of the fastest time to kills in the entire game, so you're going to want to use it. It hasn't been nerfed, which is great. Make sure to give this one a go. For this, we're going to be using the recoil booster and the rapid barrel to increase the fire rate, and then the hand stop underbarrel to increase the accuracy of the weapon. The 36 round magazine with the subsonic ammo type. We're then going to be using the slate reflector with the taped grip rear grip. For the stock, we're going to be using the folding stock, and then we're going to be using acrobatic and quick to make it a little bit quicker, and that is the full class setup. Next up we have the Mac 10, which is a super underrated option, but it actually has one of the fastest mobilities in the entire game, so I'd really recommend giving this one a go. You're going to want to use this with the Agency Suppressor, and then the Task Force Barrel, the Tiger Team Spotlight, the Raider stock, and then the 53 round drum. Honestly, you have to try this out. The mobility is through the roof, and it's got a great time to kill as well. For Blixen did get a nerf in the most recent update, but it wasn't a huge nerf where it's completely useless. It still is usable, and it still is a great SMG. So for this, you're going to want to use the recoil booster for the fire rate, and then the Bergstrom barrel for the accuracy. We're then going to be going for the slate reflector, and then the remove stock for the mobility. Talking about mobility, stick on the taped grip with Fleet and Quick to make it super quick, and then we're going to be using the 54 round magazine with the subsonic ammo type, and to finish it off we have the striker angled on the barrel, and that is the end of the video. Nice and quick and simple, so if you enjoy that kind of content, subscribe for more.